Theorem number 10.1. Statement is like this. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So, we need to prove, or the theorem is like this. Tangent is perpendicular to the radius. That you are supposed to prove. What are the things given? You see the picture there, a circle with center O. A circle is given with center O and XY is the tangent. Here you can see that the XY as a tangent and OP is the radius. Okay, so OP is the radius and XY is the tangent. We need to prove that OP is perpendicular to XY. So given things, a circle with center O and XY is a tangent drawn at the particular point of contact P. OP is that radius and OP perpendicular XY that you are supposed to prove. For proving this, we are going to prove that you have studied in your 6th standard that the shortest distance from a point to a line is the perpendicular. So, we need to prove here OP is perpendicular. So, what we are going to do now, OP is the shortest distance from that point O to that tangent XY that we are going to prove. For proving that, consider a point Q on XY and join this OQ. Then that OQ touches the circle at the point R. So, from the figure itself, we can tell that surely Q is a point which is outside the circle and R is a point on the circle. So, OR is the radius and OQ is always greater than OR. And what about this OR and OP? OR and OP are radii of the same circle. So, both are equal. So, instead of OR, if you substitute OP, then what will happen? OQ greater than OP. OQ greater than OP. That means OP less than OQ. Same will be the case with all other points on the circle. Here we consider one point. If we consider any other point on the circle, we can get the same result. Always OP is less than the other line segment. So what we get now? That is OP is the smallest distance or smallest line from that point O to this line segment or line XY. So, smallest means what? Perpendicular. Or shortest line segment, that is the perpendicular. So, what we are telling that OP is perpendicular to XY. This is what you have to prove. Hence the proof. Tangents from an external point. You know, one tangent can draw to a circle through that one point. But we can draw more than one line that can be a tangent to the same circle. If that point is an external point, if a point A, in figure you see that A is a point, A is the point outside the circle, or that A is a point not in the circle. From that point A, we can draw two tangents, AB and AC, to the circle. At the point of contact, their circle B and C, that particular point. So, there are exactly two tangents to a circle through a point lying outside the circle. If two segments from the same exterior point or two tangents drawn to the circle from the external point means, then that segments means that AB and AC are congruent. Congruent means same or equal in length. That is, two segments from the external point, that is from A, AC and AB are two segments to the circle or two tangents. That length are equal. This is the theorem number 2 of this chapter. Now, theorem number 10.2. Length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. This is a statement of the theorem. Length of tangents drawn from an external point. See the figure here. O, the circle is drawn with center O, and P is the point which is outside the circle, and from P we can draw two tangents PQ and PR, and these two tangents length must be equal or are equal. That you are supposed to prove. So, for what are the things given here? First step, you have to draw the picture. After that, you have to write a given. Given, what are the things given? A circle with center O, and P is a point which is outside the circle, and PQ and PR are two tangents to a circle intersecting at a point Q and R respectively. Then what you are supposed to prove? This length of the tangents are equal. That means PQ equal to PR. That you are supposed to prove. For proving that, we need to do some construction. You need to join OQ, OR and OP. OQ, OR, dotted lines it is shown here, OQ, OR and OP. This is a construction. Then, if you draw the three lines, now you can see two triangles. We need to prove PQ equal to PR. So, we are considering these two triangles and going to prove these two triangles are congruent. So, we need to get three conditions for this proving the congruence. For that, first, from theorem number 1, that is tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That is a statement of the first theorem. Here you see here OQ is the radius and PQ is the tangent. So this is a tangent and this is the radius. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So what can you tell here? That is, you can tell that this angle OQP is 90 degree. So first case. Then in the next triangle, similarly here, OR is the radius and PR is the tangent. So OR and PR are perpendicular. Then what you can tell? Then ORP. What about this angle ORP? ORP is 90 degree. So now we get OQP as well as ORP both are 90. First case, okay. Then after that, what about the sides? OP and OP both are common side. OP and OP are common. So first next case also okay. Then next, What about this OR and OQ? OR and OQ both are radii of the same circle. So that also equal. So we get OQP equal to ORP equal to 90 degree, OP equal to OP, then OQ equal to OR. From these three conditions, we can tell triangle OQP and triangle ORPS are congruent by this RHS congruence rule. If these two triangles are congruent, then we can tell PQ equal to PR. We can tell this PQ equal to PR. This is a want to prove PQ equal to PR. So this hence we can tell both tangents from the external point are equal in length. So hence the proof of the theorem.